Hey everybody, it's Karla with Karla's Clever Crafts. Sorry, I am about 10 minutes late getting on. I was messing around on Facebook and just completely lost track of time. I do have everything ready to go here. This is a wreath that is similar to the one we're going to make tonight. And I'm showing you this design because I'm going to make the one I'm making tonight very much like this. The sign is the same size as a flamingo sign. The sign that we're using though has more blue. So we're going to use blue in the place of where you see green here. So we're going to see how the pink and blue together turns out. I'm showing you this though, because I created this about a month to a month and a half ago. And I have sold out of this design and I had 6 in my shop. So I wanted you guys to see this and to know why I'm going to do this. It's been very popular design. Let's see if the blue, same result. I do have this, the one I'm going to actually show you, not this one, but the one we're making tonight is available in my shop as a wreath kit with the sign and ribbons, all 4 ribbons. And then of course the wreath will be in my shop also. Okay, so to get us started, here is the sign that we're going to actually be using. The other one was a wood sign. This one is an 8-inch metal sign. And as you can see, well, maybe you can see, hopefully, the blues in the background are brighter. The blue in this sign shines through a lot more than it did in the other sign that is on the wreath with the green. So that's why I decided trying to pair this one with the blue. It probably could go with the green too, because we do have a lot of greenery and palm trees and stuff around the outer edge there. But we're going to give it a go with pink and blue and see what happens. Okay, the ribbons we're using tonight are this 2.5-inch pink, the 2.5-inch flamingo, which if you've watched my other flamingo videos, you know that this is my favorite of all the flamingo ribbons I've used so far. We're going to be also using this hibiscus ribbon with the tropical leaves and palm leaves. And then we're going to use this blue ombre ribbon. And these last 2 are 1.5-inch ribbons. This is, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but the ombre ribbon is like blue-green, blue, and, you know, like a little bit of a hint of green, not maybe like a sea green. So it almost reminded me of watercolors, which matched our wet sign. So that's why I chose this blue. These 2 ribbons, actually these 3 ribbons, are the exact same ribbons used in that sign, the one that I just showed you. All I did was change the green ribbon to a blue and the green mesh to a blue. So we're going to see how they look in comparison to each other with the one color change. We're going to use 2 different meshes, just like we did, or I did in that other wreath. We're going to use this blue poly mesh, and this is not value mesh. This one's a little more substantial than a value mesh, but it's still kind of thin. And then we're going to use this pink cotton, poly cotton mesh is what this is called. And it is pink poly, and then the cotton is the white strips that are going through it in both directions. Okay, so we're going to put this together and see how this goes. Now, the mesh types that I used on the green were different from this. I didn't use the poly cotton. So we'll see if that makes a difference to me in the end, and I feel like it's full enough and I have enough coverage. If not, then I'll add more ribbon tails than what you've seen on the one I showed you. All right, so we're going to work on our 14-inch Dollar Tree frame. We're going to put 6 pipe cleaners on the inside 2 rings and 12 on the outside 2 rings. We've got 3 in each section, so 1 on the inside and 2 in each section. Section is between the crossbars here, and since there's 6 of them, we have a total of 18 when we're done. Okay, so we're going to cut our mesh pieces to 18 inches. We're going to use 9 of each so that we have 1 piece of mesh per pipe cleaner. And then on that other wreath, I used the crumple method, so I'm going to do that again. I promise new mesh methods will be coming soon. this week we'll be doing some different ones. I know I do a lot of Krafts, and I do want to do other ones for you guys. Let me turn on my chat. I didn't do that because I was trying to get in. Miss at Shannon Phil and Krafts messaged me. Hey Shannon, thank you so much for the message and the heads up that I was late. I don't know what, I just didn't realize the time. Okay, so we're just going to roll that first end, turn it around, roll the second end to make a curl. So we're just making a curl on each end, and I'm folding it over 4 times. And on that wreath I made before, I turned them face down. So we're going to just do the exact same method because I really want to do a comparison between the two and see what they look like. We're going to put our piece of mesh once we make our Krafts with the finished edge to the inside and outside. And we're going to rotate the collars. So we'll make one more Krafts together, and then I do have the rest of them pre-made. So even though I lost track of time, I was prepared. Thank goodness. Okay. We're going to curl this in 3, 4. Turn that curl away from us. Curl the second end. Craft Outlet has both of these meshes, the poly cotton, and of course they have tons and tons of the poly mesh. So we're working in order. Yes, I worked in order on that one. And I know you guys have seen me do this before, but I really do want to do a comparison between these 2 wreaths. So just bear with me. I think this is so, so pretty. I hope you guys can see the texture and the color in that pink with the white running through it. That is, if I hold it up a little bit, I'm not sure. Try to move it around. It is just very, very pretty. Okay, so now we're going to go in order and just lay each of these in there. Actually, the reason I lost track of time, you guys, I'm going to make a confession, is because I'm so excited about the tutorial for the mesh method that I made up. That I was in there messaging people about it and posting it everywhere. And if you didn't see it, I am going to do that tutorial on Saturday night. It's going to be my latest live ever because I had some people on the Pacific Coast that wanted to see it live. So I'm going to be doing it at 9 o'clock. But I'm pretty excited about it. 99% of the feedback on it has been positive, so that's good. Of course, you know, not everybody loves the same thing, so you're going to always have differences in opinion. That doesn't bother me. And here's the thing, at the end of the day, if nobody else likes it, I love it. So I will still use it. So did you guys see my post today? You guys, I have been laughing. I was laughing earlier till I was crying. So hard at the comments under my post where I made the meme that says Facebook has recognized me as absolutely nothing. There is so many people that are relating to that post and saying me too and all kinds of stuff. It's funny. I am just so confused about how to obtain the status because I had a message last week or like a little label on my professional dashboard that said, if you complete all of these steps, you can earn the Rising Creator label or whatever it is it says, status. And underneath of it was my regular, that get this many followers, create this many posts, get this many reactions, etc. And so I thought if I completed all those, I would get the label. Well, the day came and you saw that, Shannon. um, Monday came and went, and Tuesday came and went, and there was no change on my page. I didn't get no notification. There was nothing on my dashboard. So I was like, well, I did them all. I completed them all. It said I successfully completed the week's challenge. But then I'm wondering, because I scrolled down and there's other things under there, like Reels Streak Challenge or something, which I did just complete today. And then there was another one about I have to get so many stars, stars on 3 new posts and 100 stars during the week. And I'm wondering if those two things are what kept me from getting the Rising Creator. That's probably it. I didn't realize that I had to do all those. I thought it was just the weekly challenge. Oh, I'm short a pipe cleaner. Mimi. Oh, she's not in here. I always have a pipe cleaner here, and wouldn't you know, I don't think I do. I was trying to straighten up today and I put them all away. Okay, well, we'll just skip that and I'll run back there and get one in a minute. Mimi, are you in the living room, honey? Are you in the living room? Yeah. Can you go back there where you go into my craft room? There's a great big box full of pipe cleaners. Can you grab me one and bring it to me? Pink preferably, but any color, to be honest. I'll make it work. My grandson's going to help me out. You don't get it, but you don't always get it. If you complete many times, I didn't. You don't have stars. See, I don't think I'm ever, thank you so much. I don't think I'm ever going to understand what I need to do. I'm just going to be me and do me. And if it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, it's all good. Shannon, I showed my husband the fake one that I created and posted. And then I said, if you want to see what a real one looks like, well, here, we'll go look at Shannon's page. He was laughing too. One girl really cracked me up. She even commented under there and said, you got the confetti and everything, girl. So this looks like cotton candy again, Shannon. Yes, exactly. Looks like cotton candy ice cream, maybe. I'm just going to tuck my last piece under here so that it's all laying in the same direction. Do the same thing on the bottom row. Okay, let me take a look here. Okay, normally on the other wreath at this point, I cut off the 6 inside pipe cleaners, and then I only did ribbon on the outside 12. This mesh is looking kind of sparse to me a little bit, so I am actually going to just pull them up to the inside and not cut them off until after I put the ribbons on the outside and see if I like it that way. If not, we'll go back and we'll add ribbons to the ones on the inside also. Because we got to have this, we got to have some real good coverage on this frame. And I'm looking down on it, I don't know if you guys can see, but I can see a lot of frame. So I'm a little worried about that. So let's do the ribbons and then we'll make a decision. I do have extra ribbon laying here just in case that happened. Because when I was making the cruffles, I felt like it was, they were a little thin. One looks better than the real one. Oh, you're talking about my post. You know what? That's funny. It actually does. Whenever you actually receive a reward or something from Facebook, I know when I click on mine, because I've gotten other things, just not the page labels and stuff. It actually, when you click on it, it gives you like that confetti on your screen. It goes flying up, and so that's what mine looked like, and that's that's what I based the look of it off of. Okay, so we're going to put the pink behind the hibiscus flower, and then the blue with the flamingo. Okay, so then I'm going to put since we're putting this blue with the flamingo, I'm going to lay it in starting on the pink. Oh, I forgot I was going to show you guys something new with cutting the ribbon. Can you guys see okay? Is this an okay angle? This, I did not create this. This is not me at all. And I apologize, but I don't remember who it was. You guys, I've been watching DIY videos since about 2017 for wreath making. So a lot of times I remember a technique or a method, but I don't remember who, and I hate that. But I've seen somebody else do this. I never did it myself though until today. I tried it. And then I thought I was going to go ahead and share it with you guys since I was trying it out. I would share it with you guys in case somebody wants to try it out. But basically, I wrapped all of the ribbon around a board, the number of pieces that we need here. I have 6 of them here, and I have them all even, like on here and here. All the ribbons are 12 inches long. Okay, so what she did, instead of, I do remember it was a female, instead of cutting the ribbon and then dovetailing it like you've been seeing me do, she left it. She did not cut it. She folded it, lined up her edge, and then she cut through all this ribbon with a dovetail, which then cut her ribbons at the same time she dovetailed. That's pretty genius, and I don't know why I haven't been doing that. Because I did see that long time ago. It might have been DIY with Nadia. I watched her a lot. It might have also been Kat with Kat's Creations. I watched her a lot. I just wish I could remember. Okay. Julie's Wreath Boutique could have been her. I watched her a lot. Well, I didn't get one of the wires snipped. Let me fix that. But that's pretty cool, you guys. That's cutting your ribbon and dovetailing it at the same time. Okay, so now let's lay them in here. Blue with the flamingo. I really wanted to do this design exactly like that other one, but I might not get to with this mesh that I used. I didn't have any other pink, so that's the reason I used this one. You saw Holly do something similar. You wonder if it was Julie. It could have been Julie. I watched Julie a lot when I first started making wreaths. As a matter of fact, with this new mesh method that I was doing, I was researching this morning on YouTube to see if anybody else had already done something like it, because I certainly don't want to claim that I made something new that's not new, if that makes sense. So I was watching a ton of videos on there, and I even went back to some of Julie's, some of the girls who have been doing this for a really long time, because I figured if anybody had come up with something new or learned a new technique or something, like they've posted new videos in the last year where they have shown 11 or 12 different mesh methods. So if you're interested, those ladies have been doing this a long time. They have a lot of knowledge. I say a long time, like I've been doing it since 2017, and they were already making videos when I started watching. So I would definitely call them experts. Okay, so I'm just using the X pattern, laying it in front of me and crisscrossing it. And then I'm going to lay it in. I'm going to rotate the flower and the flamingo. Okay, now we're back to the flamingo. These ribbons do overlap a lot when we put them in. So, I mean, it may be that we end up with enough coverage. I'm going to look at this wreath. I'm going to turn it over and see. Yeah, it looks like this wreath may have been the same way. It's hard for you guys to see probably because what I'm doing is looking through to see if there's like gaps from the back where the ribbon is covering it as opposed to mesh, and I see quite a few places where it is like that. So 12 might be enough. We'll see. I'm still not 100% on that. Okay, so let's do the flamingo. I think I had too much coffee today. I'm so talkative. Hi, Marilyn. Thank you so much. Marilyn is like me. She loves flamingos. I promise I'm going to quit doing flamingos, you guys. This will probably be my last one. Even though I've ordered new signs, they'll be in my shop, but I don't think I'm going to make any more of them. Because I really need to get onto some new things. I bought stuff to make some Memorial Day arrangements and stuff, and I haven't even started that stuff. I have it gathered up, but I haven't done anything except gather it up. So you like the pink and blue together? Oh, shoot, I put that in the wrong one. See me pull that blue out of there? It's going to be maybe too dark tonight when I finish for me to take the picture and post it. But if I don't get it tonight, thank you, Marilyn. I'll take a picture in the morning if I don't get it tonight and post it in the comments. Oh, Lord, I pulled that blue one out too. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention to you guys that, especially the ones of you that are watching me, um, I know that I put out a schedule that says I'm going to go live on Sunday. I wasn't thinking at the time that Sunday is Mother's Day, so I haven't made a decision if I am going to go live or not. I just figure everybody'd probably be busy doing Mother's Day stuff. What do you guys think? I was thinking about that this morning. Okay, we're halfway around it with the ribbons. It's looking pretty full to me, you guys. What do you guys think? Everybody's so shy. I think it looks good, Shannon. Yeah, I think so too. I think I'm going to leave it with the 12. I think it's covering the frame in. And I think that probably is the same thing with the other one that I showed you guys. I just probably didn't pay as close attention because I wasn't doing a tutorial. I know my feedback on that one has been very positive also. So that's the real judge for me of a wreath is whenever a customer gets it and gives you feedback. Looks like I didn't cut up enough flamingos. Oh, I dropped one. I don't know which. These last couple ribbons are really wrinkled. I always use those middle ribbons on my own designs because I don't want to include, like the middle of the roll always ends up having wrinkled pieces, and I do not want to put those in my wreath kits. So I always just use those myself because I also won't waste them. But you can usually smooth them out if you need to. That liquid starch trick that I showed you guys for making the bows, the curly tails on the bows, also can work to straighten out the ribbon. No, I'm not missing a flamingo. Instead, I have an extra blue. I can make wreaths, guys. I just can't count. Shannon. I know. I wish they would say hi, but oh well. Well, you gave me a good laugh if nothing else. Okay. We've got our last ribbon set here, so we are almost done. Looks like some of them bailed out on us anyway. And I have a lot of people who watch on replay. I think some people just prefer replay over live videos, which is okay too. You know, as long as someone's watching them, it'll be okay. Let me fix these ribbons. Right, I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to pull these back out. I'm not going to make you guys watch me cut them off though. I'm going to go ahead and put the sign on and then I can cut them after. But I do want to pull them back before I put my sign on. Thank you, Shannon. Okay. All right, so here's our sign again with the blue water, which is why I chose to go with blue for this one. I'm just going to give it like 1, 2 twists, and then I'm going to turn it around and do the centering like I usually do. Just make sure that I have it in the center. I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to feed it under this blue piece of mesh. And I'm just wrapping it around the inside 2 rings on the frame. Make sure my curls, I kind of like the curls kind of frame around the sign, especially when I don't put ribbons on the inside. And then when I hang this up, of course, I think most of us do this, go through and just readjust the ribbons to make sure they look good before I take photos or send it out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. I think we're ready to tighten the sign down. I'm just going to twist it a bunch of times around itself. And I'm going to cut off this extra. And then just take it and wrap it around this inside ring and push the sharp edge up under the inside there. Turn it around. We're going to do the exact same thing. So if you have trouble attaching your signs, you can turn it over. It's not going to hurt your wreath to turn it over. The only thing that's going to happen is you might have to adjust some of your curls or adjust some of your ribbons, but it's not going to hurt the wreath. There's not enough weight to it to do any damage. And sometimes it's easier if you can see what you're doing. When I first started out, I always turned mine over. After I got the wires pushed down through, I turned it over. Okay. All right, the only thing left for me to do is I've got to go back and cut these off, and I'll do that after the live. But I wanted to let you guys see it finished. Let me know what you think. Also, let me know what you guys think if that camera angle's good. So I just want to make sure since I moved it up higher. Alrighty, again, I'm sorry I was a little bit late, but thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And make sure you leave me a comment if you watch on replay, #replay, just so I can thank you for supporting my page. I appreciate each of you guys so much. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Shannon. You guys all have a great night. Thank you, Marilyn. I appreciate you guys.